Today, I started a new world, and out of the worlds I straight away went, got some wood, then I made my very first crafting table, grabbed some wood to make some sticks, and made my first wooden pickaxe. After that, as always, I quickly grabbed some stone, and made myself a stone pickaxe, got some more stone for tools, followed up by a bit of coal, and I was ready to go on my way. It was at this point I realised quite how high up this area was. I also realised quite how cool this seed is, as not only did I spot some iron ore, I also saw a shipwreck. So I grabbed my first iron of the world, and then I jumped off the cliff to make my way over to the shipwreck. In the shipwreck we find a variety of useful items, but most importantly a buried treasure map, which I know I must follow. We also find a moss block, which will give me a huge head start in my early building. I set off to look for this treasure. During my adventure I had to escape an attack from some pillagers, but eventually I came to where the treasure was. I had found diamonds. This was an incredible start to my world, and now I was ready to figure out where to make my starter base. But unfortunately, nighttime was coming, so I didn't want to die on my first night. Luckily I managed to find a village, and I was able to kick a villager out of their bed and sleep the night away. Right, so you should all be caught up by now. Just behind me is that village I slept in. And over here seems to be another village. But I think this area around here should be a good spot to start building. But before I start doing any building, I need resources, and for that I'm going to have to mine all the way down to deep slate. So I'm going to come down into this hole in the ground and I'm going to dig a mine somewhere into the cave wall over here. I think around here should be a good place to start. Of course eventually I'll make it look nice, but for now I just need a way down. So I'm back from the mines, and given how short that trip was, it was incredibly lucrative. Look how many diamonds I got. Now I'm going to save most of these diamonds for a little bit, as I don't want to get too far ahead in terms of my equipment. 21 diamonds already this early on in the world. That's really good going. Right, I don't have much in the way of food, so I'm going to just plant a few of these carrots. Hopefully this will be enough just to get a bit of food going. Whilst I do this, I'm just going to talk about the plans for the world a bit. So, this starter base I'm building, I'm going to need some clay, so I'm going to grab that in the river. I'm also going to need a load of sandstone, which I think I'm going to probably also have to get from this river. The rest of the blocks should all be pretty easy together. Now I've just crafted up another iron pickaxe because I've just remembered there's two of the blocks I need right here. It's granite and diorite. I'm going to grab some of these now. I only need about a stack or two of each. Shouldn't be too much time to get them. Not a massive build I'm doing. Right, I think this should be pretty much enough granite now. So I'm just going to head over to the other corner now and grab the diorite I need. It's a bit less than the granite, so it should be okay. I have just remembered though I'm also going to need some terracotta, and that's going to be a little bit more difficult to get my hands on. So I might have to go looking for a mesa biome. Take a bit of time. But if not, I can always just make hardened clay. Well, I just gone down to get some bone meal from skeletons. Yeah, they didn't go too well. First death of the new world. Luckily it wasn't far away. Alright, so I've got most of my gear back. Some of it was lost unfortunately. But I think it's now time that I get really busy getting all the materials I need for this starter base. So I'll see you in a minute. Right, so this is all the resources I think I'll need. Hopefully there's not anything missing, but I think there might be one or two things that I can get during the time I'm building. But yeah, this should be all I need to build the house. And I'll start building that now. Alright, so the house exterior is all done now. only finishing touch I have to do is add a little lantern up here, and that's done. Alright, so it's finally time to put our bed in our new house, and I'm thinking put somewhere around here. Maybe on this. For now, I'll put it here. Make a proper bed structure for it later. But that was our first night in our new house. As I've said in the past, I think it's important to not just build houses and to give some kind of reason for the building to exist. So the idea I'm going with for this, I think this is going to be owned by a farmer. So I'm going to add a little field around the back. It will be a good reason to get some food in this world. So for this field, I'm going to need some leaves to surround it. And I thought, what better leaves to use than azalea? So I'm going to go and try and get some azalea bushes from my moss over here. Great, so I've got the sapling now. So all that's left is to grow this tree. Okay, so we should have plenty of leaves by now. So what I'm planning on doing is, I think just in this corner, in a little area, a vague boundary, and not to be too much. Just to kind of outline where I want to build this area. I think I'm only going to have one tool for here, but it's only a little patch for now. I think that's good. So all that's left now is to harvest this little field. Use these carrots to plant up the area. Time to work on the farm. I think most of it should be covered, so it's okay to start planting now. We get as many carrots in as possible. Right, I was going to get some more carrots, and I just discovered another village over there. And that's the village which I slept on my first night, so it's really, really nearby. Right, I'm in this next village, and I don't seem to see much in the way of farms. I'm going to keep going up this mountain, because there is a church up there, so it might continue up further. It's not looking too promising. I am going to take the brewing stand here. I guess I'll keep going up still, though. It isn't too promising. Doesn't... Oh my god, there's another village! Okay, right, well I'm gonna go there then. Hopefully this one has some farms. Oh, okay, we've got some farms over here. Let's see if any of these have carrots. Perfect. Oh my god, there's a blacksmith over there. Okay, I'll go grab that as well. This is an incredible seed. I'm gonna have to put this in the description in case anyone wants to use it. Let's see what's in this blacksmith then. Okay, some bread and some armor, that's nice. I guess that'll be my first bit of armor then. Right, just in case you wanted to know quite how crazy this is. Village there, the village there, and there's a village there. And there's another village further on, just past my house. It seems I won't be in short supply of villagers anytime soon. Okay, so we're back at the base. I'll quickly finish planting this up, and then I'll see you once it's all done. Okay, so we're all finished up there. Now I just have to go and do the interior of the house. Okay, so I've been doing a bit of work on the interior here. And I've got a little carpet out of moss, which I just think looks quite nice. And I've put a little chest area, storage, and I made a little furnace thing with like a fireplace. Also put a little bench. I could at some point do a basement down here, but I'm not sure yet. Well, all I've got to say is that was an incredibly good start to the world. Had some great luck with finding things like those diamonds, but I think that's all I have time for today. If you enjoyed it, consider subscribing. I'll see you in the next video.